All right, all right, all right. How you doing? Hey, we got to talk about it, don't we? My friends, we have to talk about sleeping gods. So let's look about this right here. Sleeping gods. Really, what we're talking about is whether to get Distant Skies or not. And so we're just going to have a fun little conversation, you and me, and I would love to have your thoughts. So come along and type your comments, get the Tappa going. I'd love to have conversations with you. So I missed the Kickstarter of this. This is before I was kickstarting, before I was kicking around. And when it finally came out and everyone was excited, I worked my magic and I got a copy. And we got it and we put it on the kitchen table. We've done some videos over there, the kitchen counter. And I set it up and me and Jenny played it for about 4 nights in a row. And we're just sandboxing. We're going around, we're exploring. And mostly they were work nights. So she'd come home and I'd come home and we'd be at the table and we'd play a couple rounds, or a couple encounters. So we never really sat for like 4 or 5 hours. Just an hour at a time. And we just were going. We had fun. Just had fun with the game. We're just having fun. And then what we did was I thought, you know what? This is just terrible to have this on this kitchen counter. Because the cats will jump up on it, and I don't like the cats up there anyways, and I'm going to move it into the dining room. We have a dining room that we never go into. Does anyone have a room you never go into? What are dining rooms for, right? So we put it into the dining room, and I thought we'll just go in there and play. And it stayed set up for about 2 months, and I never touched it. So finally I took it down. And that's it. I never played it again. And so one of the things I'm trying to do is be a little more discerning with these things. Are you doing the same thing, right? Prices are going up. Like, we love these games, but man, I don't want to miss out on Distant Sky. I don't even want to miss out on this, but I just haven't done it. I haven't played it. So I wonder where you're at with this. Now, there's a couple things about Distant Skies. Let's just take a look at it. Kind of promising to me that I really like. So let's take a look. First of all, we just look at right now, there's 15 days left. I'm doing this on April 25th, 2022. They've made $1,200,000, so they're doing really good. Red Raven Games, Ryan Lockett and his wife. It's a beautiful looking product. This was beautiful. So, it's pretty cool. Let's see. It's a standalone sequel. That's pretty cool. Standalone. You don't need this. That's good, right? It's you go back to the same world. They got that beautiful open map. If you can see this thing that I've got on my screen. Now, here's the thing that I really like about this game. It's got 5 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 9 characters to run over here for me and my wife. Oh, Ryan, don't do that to us again. Just don't do it. And, he listened. He personally listened to me. He didn't. He probably just listened to a lot of people, or he just decided, you know what, I can tell a tighter, better story with 5. And so I'm excited for that. I'm glad that it's a smaller count. The 5 number isn't the best to me. I wish it was 4, so me and my wife could take 2 characters each. Maybe there's that middle character that's a captain, which there was for this, so maybe it does work that way. It says it's got a fantastic solo play. I'm not going to play it solo. Lots of branching quests, so the story of the sandbox is going to be there again. I expect it to be just as good as this one was. The problem is I never finished that, so I never got the conclusion when I got to the end and the payoff, right? A vast new land to explore. I heard that there's some mechanics that are a little bit tighter, so that's cool. There's some extra stuff that's coming for Back for Sleeping Gods, and a lot of reviews and stuff, and there's audio narration, all this cool stuff. And so the Distant Skies Everything New pledge is $128. Oh man, what's it going to be? It's going to be over $150 with shipping, right? And it's due August 2023. So it's over a year. It's almost like a year and a half away. At least he's put that buffer in there because he was a little late on Sleeping Gods, but COVID and everything. Here's just Sleeping Gods, $85. So you can maybe, I don't know what the shipping's going to be, but probably, $20, $30 with the way it is these days. You can go back and get the original game for $200. I just don't know what to do with this, right? Like there's a little FOMO piece that says in August when everybody's getting their darn Sleeping Gods things, I'll be, Distant Skies, I'll be like, oh, oh, why didn't I do that? But do I do it? I mean, here I am. I'm trying to come on this channel with, precise news for you to help you make decisions. And I'm almost asking you, Distant Skies, should we do it or should we not? Will we even play it? Maybe I say, hey, maybe I do a challenge to myself. Get this thing out and play it. Like this weekend, 8 hours of play. Set a timer. And by the end of the 8 hours, if I think I'm going to finish this, and I know I will, I'll buy this. If I don't, forget it. Things like that. Anyways, conversation, me and you. What do you feel? Where are you at with this game? It looks gorgeous. It's going to be gorgeous. It would be fun to play, but I have a lot of games to play. So if I was a kid, think about this. If I was a kid, I was like 14 years old, and I got this for Christmas, and no other games. This is back when I was a kid, right? When the only games were Dungeons & Dragons and Axis and Allies, right? Or Monopoly. Me and my friends, I think we would take to this game like you couldn't believe. We'd play it for next year. But we have so many games right now. So many games right now. So even excellent games can sometimes be pushed aside because there's even slightly more excellent games. What do you think? What are your thoughts on it? Those are my thoughts, and that's where I'm on the fence, and I have 15 days to make a decision, and I'd like to know where you're at with this game.